All right, Tennessee, you're coming to LSU to play us. Okay, it's not looking good for you. Although you are favored, that doesn't mean much to me. Okay, LSU's going to put a whooping, a spanking on you. Okay, listen, y'all remember the COVID season when Tennessee was supposed to win the East, the SEC East, compete for the SEC championship against Bama. All these dreams that they had, and guess what? They have yet to do that. They haven't won the East. When's the last time they won the East? Before I started watching football. They had a chance in 2016, but failed miserably, as they always do. It's Tennessee. They went to a bowl game last year, played Purdue, and failed. You lost to Purdue in a bowl game. How? How do you lose to Purdue in a bowl game that no one even watched? Tennessee lost to Purdue last year after 7-5? Were they 7-5 last year? Before the bowl game, so I guess they improved from 2020. Congrats on that. But yeah, you are favored in this game. But let's be real, it's not because of anything you did. It's because of our poor performance against Auburn. We should have won that game by more than 4 points. I'm just saying. We should not let Auburn be. They had a 17-point lead on us, and that's a whole nother thing. We won the game, it doesn't matter. And because we played so terribly, Tennessee is now favored against us, which is ridiculous, but it is also fair. I mean, when you play like that against a terrible Auburn team, and you have a big game against Tennessee next week, whatever. And then next week you have to play Bama. You have to go on the road to play LSU, and then you go back home, I believe, against Bama. I could be wrong on that, but I think you play Bama in Tennessee. That's not looking good, bro. That's 2 hard games in 2 weeks. And LSU does too. We play you, and then we have to go play Florida. But Alabama's another beast compared to Florida, okay? So Tennessee's got it more hard than LSU does right now. Tennessee, you're probably finishing 3rd in the East, right? Kentucky and Georgia will finish ahead of you. Nah, I can't say that with a straight face. You'll probably beat Kentucky. But you're not beating Georgia. You're probably not beating Bama. And you're not beating LSU. So how about you just forfeit these next 2 games. Go ahead and put the 2 losses on your record. And you can take these 2 weeks off and prepare for your next game. Just do yourself a favor. Don't show up, you know. Why take the risk of injuring a player, embarrassing yourself against my LSU Tigers and Alabama? Imagine. So just go ahead and add the losses to your record. That way you can take a few weeks off and just forfeit the game, take a few weeks off and prepare for your next game. Obviously that's a joke. Tennessee's obviously going to show up, but they're going to show up and get beat. That's just simple as that. You're not beating LSU this year, okay? That's just how it's going to be. You're not stopping Jaden Daniels, right? I will admit your defense has improved, but it improved from last year. It hasn't improved miraculously, right? You don't have a top tier defense. You don't have a top tier defense like Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, and even Clemson's defense ain't as good as it used to be. And they're better than you. So you beat Florida by 5 points this year, and you think you're some national championship contender or something. Go to overtime with Pitt. What? The same Pitt that lost to Georgia Tech this week? L, bro. Hold the L. Hold the L. No, that's disgusting. You're better than last year, but that's the only thing we can say about you. You're still not good. Okay? You're a top 10 team as of now. But at the end of the season, you won't be nothing but you'll probably be a top 15, top 20 team. I mean, you have a loss at LSU, a loss against Bama, and a loss against Georgia coming up already. We'll see what you do with Kentucky, Vanderbilt, who else? South Carolina, Missouri. We'll see what you do with all them. But that's already 3 losses on your record. You're probably looking at a 9-3 Tennessee team, 2nd in the East probably, 3rd in the East, SEC East that is. And Tennessee, you're probably making fun of us because of the past 2 seasons of LSU, right? And the COVID year, we go 5-5 with Ed Orgeron. 2021, we go 6-6 with Ed Orgeron. get blown out in a bowl game against Kansas State, I believe. But this is a whole new team with Brian Kelly, okay? This isn't Ed Orgeron's team. And nothing against Ed Orgeron. I'm still an Ed Orgeron fan. I love Ed Orgeron. But this is a whole other team with Brian Kelly that you're going to face Saturday. And it's just not going to end well for you and Josh Heupel. Oh, Josh Heupel. Listen, Tennessee's going down. You'll be having your first loss this season to LSU. At LSU. You'll be bumped out of the top 10. And we're going to go right on up. I think we're 25 now? Somewhere around there. We'll probably bump up to top 15 probably if we win. I don't know, really. We also need Florida State to win, you know, because we lost to Florida State. If they look bad, that makes our loss look bad. So we need Florida State to continue looking good for us. So anyway, Tennessee, that's all I got for you. You're taking an L Saturday. So go ahead and prepare for that. And then you'll be taking another L at Alabama. And I want you to beat Alabama. I'm really just saying all this for trash talk. I don't like Alabama. I hate Alabama, right? I live with Alabama fans. I live in the state of Alabama. Please beat Alabama for me. Please beat Alabama for me. But you're not beating LSU. So go ahead and put those 2 losses on your record and don't even show up.